Hello, welcome to this channel. Today we're fixing this tap. This is in our Caravan. It's in a Jayco StarCraft. It's about 6 years old, and this handle has got quite stiff over the last couple of weeks. The mixer here, and it takes quite a bit of pressure to open and to turn it on and off, and to go from hot to cold like that. So I've been told there's a way of just replacing the cartridge inside here. So we're going to give that a go today. Right, the first thing that you probably want to do is switch the water pump off. In our case, being in a Caravan, it's a water pump, so you can go ahead and switch it off, Luke, thanks. And if you're in a house doing this sort of thing, you'd probably want to switch your mains water supply off. The next thing we're going to do is put the plug in the sink, so we don't drop any screws or anything down the plug hole. The next thing is to take the little sort of cover off the back here. I don't know, some of them are different. They've got a little coloured red and blue dot on here. Some of them are like that, and you take that off, I've seen, to get into the little screw that holds this handle on. So in our case, we take this one off here. I'm just going to get my fingers out of the way. Just use my fingers to pull that out. So there it is there. And then you can see there's a little hole in the back here. This is a Allen key screw inside this little hole in the back of the mixer. I'm just trying to use a torch. I probably can't see it on the camera, but you can use a torch just to shine it in the hole, and it'll see what sort of Allen key I need to use. It's not going. Righto, it's been a case of just shining the light in and just seeing which one will fit. I've got this one here. I'm not sure what size it is. I can't see on my tools of Allen keys here, but it's quite a small Allen key, and I've just managed to get the little screw in the back of this loose. It's just a case of sort of putting it in the hole and seeing if it can fit into the screw. Right, that's the little you can see Allen key screw that come out there. This handle now comes off, and you can see the wee screw goes in that hole there at the back of this handle. I managed with just a little bit of hand strength to unscrew this outer collar that goes around the outside here. So we just unthread this, and that comes off. Luckily, this is about 6 years old, this Caravan, so it hasn't been too hard to get these pieces off. But something that's a bit older than this, it might be a little bit more corroded and take a bit more to get off. But I've just got the it's a bit hard to do when you're filming with the phone, but just get the spanner onto this sort of, I don't know what it is, bronzy brass nut or something, just to undo this bit here. So this should be the last thing you have to loosen off before you get the cartridge piece out. Right, we've got that gold nut off the top there, and we can see we can now pull this out. The label is at the front, and this blue O-ring at the bottom was actually stuck down in the tap there, so I've put that back in. But if you're worried about slotting the new one in, it's got the two little feet on the bottom there, and then there's two holes in the bottom of the tap, so that all just slots into place with the new cartridge. So you don't have to worry about if it's lined up correctly or not. So this is 2015. So we're off to the hardware store now to find another replacement part for this piece. At the hardware store, the man just assured me that this one would work. It's about the same. It's slightly different than the other one, but same idea, so it should work. So the next thing, we're basically just going to retrace the steps we took to take it out in the first place. So we'll just see the two little feet on the bottom of the cartridge. We're just going to line that up with the two. So we'll pop that in. Get the little feet to slot in. It's sitting down in the holes now, so that's in. So the next stage is to take the nut here and put that back on. We'll just put it over it and screw it back into the thread. Get the spanner on there. Okay, I've got the gold nut on there pretty tight, as tight as I can without over tightening it. And I was just, when I can't hold the phone and film it, but I was holding the outside of the tap to stop this outer piece turning while you tighten this up. I'm going to put this other silver piece on here on the top, and it just screws on by hand. So I've got the nut and the outer silver piece back on tight, and what I'm gonna do now is turn our pump, the water supply back on, and just test it to make sure it's all working properly before I put the handle and the little nuts back on. I've got the water supply back on, and I'm just checking underneath to see if there's any leaks coming out, but there's not, so that's obviously it's all right. So that turns the tap on, so it's obviously all right. So we're going to put our handle back on now, and the little screw in the back. And so we put this back on. I can figure it out with the camera. There we go. This is probably going to be the trickiest piece. I've got the little grub screw that goes in the back of the handle, sort of on the end of this Allen key. So we're going to have to try and put it in the back, through that hole in the back of the tap there, to tighten the handle on. So won't be able to film this bit. So we've got our screw back in. Wasn't actually too hard. I thought it might have been harder, but we're just on the end of the Allen key and slotted it back in and screwed it up. So it's holding the handle on all good. And then the last thing is to obviously put the little cap back onto push that through the hole, through the back of the tap. So you can see goes back in there. Just need to push it in a wee little bit. So there we go, it's all done. The handle's nice and smooth again. So hopefully this video has been helpful to somebody that wants to do the same sort of thing. It's actually not too bad. It's just unscrewing taking the handle off, and just all you need is some Allen key. Well, in this case it's an Allen key screw on the inside of the handle, but all you need is the right Allen key and a spanner, adjustable spanner to untighten the nut in the handle. Hopefully this is all good. Thanks for watching.